was diagnosed when I was 33 with stage 2 breast cancer.
I was 46 years old when I was diagnosed with ductal carcinoma in situ, stage 0 cancer, non-invasive cancer.
I was 32 when I was diagnosed with stage 1 invasive ductal carcinoma.
I was first diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 42 years old.
I was shocked when I first heard it, and the first thing that came into my mind was, who's gonna take care of my girls when I'm fighting this?
When I heard those words, breast cancer, it was a shock. My heart dropped.
I was too young. I, work really hard to exercise and eat right, follow a strict diet, so I felt like this can't happen to me. I'm doing everything right.
I was devastated.
Those first words, I just kind of hesitated, and everything just was a blur.
My most vivid memory after diagnosis was how will I explain this to my girls?
My radiation oncologist came in, looked at my chart, and said, "Patty, this is nothing. We got this." And at the time I said, "Wait a minute, I have cancer. How dare you minimize what I'm facing?"
My most positive experience I had was cancer took away a lot of things, but cancer also gave me a lot of things as well.
And having friends who were diagnosed with breast cancer, so they were able to help me, and I could talk to them about what I was going through. And anything I needed, I could call someone, and they were right there with the information.
The most, positive thing is the response that we've received from our family and our friends and our church and our community. They've really just wrapped us in love and really supported us through this entire year. So we're forever grateful for that.
My most positive experience in this entire journey, both my breast cancer journey and my ovarian cancer journey, is this positive outlook on life that I really embrace every opportunity I have and cherish every moment and appreciate the tremendous gifts that life has to offer.
Make sure you get your screenings, your mammograms, because it is so important.
Have age-appropriate screening. Listen to your body. Always, always, always listen to your body if anything is suspicious or doesn't feel quite right. And make sure that you talk to your doctor about it. That's what he or she is there for. I'd like to thank God for keeping me on this earth.
Everything to me, he's my rock, and he's what's held our family together. He's really been the glue. There's been times where I've, been really afraid, and he's the one that, just helps me get through that and put those fears behind us. And
I would like to personally thank my husband. He was an amazing man throughout this journey. He was there from the beginning to the end, doing everything from working full-time, taking care of the girls, the house, the cleaning, and part of the time he was doing his doctorate program, and he was there making sure that he was lifting me up when I was really down.
I would love to thank Rhonda just for being there. She was a great supportive to me, my family, my friends.
Hi, my name is LeeAnn Janosov, and I was diagnosed at age 49 with stage 1 triple-negative breast cancer. A word I'd heard a lot from family history, but it was very terrifying to hear that it was my cancer.
My name's Kim LeHew, and just about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer, stage 1. Can't say it was a real shock because my mother was a breast cancer survivor, and there was a lot of history. So I was, I'll say I was kind of prepared, but I don't think you're ever fully prepared for those words.
and had already prepared myself to go in and have radiation and a lumpectomy like my mother had. And as soon as I got in there, the first words out of the doctor's mouth was, "You're triple negative and you will have chemo." And that was a shock.
My name is Lisa Timmons, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2009. I had to have radiation twice a day. So I had it in the morning and then again in the afternoon. When I went in, they were always smiles, glad to see me, always hugging, how you doing, joking, always smiling. Smiles are so important.
My name is Jill Attaway, and I was 37 when I was first diagnosed with ductal carcinoma.
I think just that, we're all just average women out there, just like the rest of you, and we are scared of cancer, but we embrace it when we get it. We meet new survivor friends, and we plug through it, and then we look back and we can't believe we did what we did, and it's pretty amazing.
It was just like a tornado coming through your life, and there were good things that came of it though, because the people that were surrounding me at that time were so much more educated than I was, and very positive, and wanted to hold my hand through the journey and really help me out.
My most positive experience on the journey, I think, is being able to provide support to other women. I always hate to welcome, if you will, another sister into this club and wish that it were more private. But being there for other women, I'd say, is the most rewarding aspect.
And the radiation group at Methodist Hospital, they were fantastic. They played a very big role.
I would like to thank personally my husband, Mitch Griffin. He, the wedding vows are in sickness and in health, and when you go through, I've had breast cancer twice, and when you go through the experiences of surgery and treatment, it's hard not just on the patient, but also on the family. And he just did everything to show his love and support throughout everything.
I guess I would have to say my husband. He's the one that's always been there. Did a lot of things I didn't think he could do.
But my husband, he's a big burly guy, but boy, when it came to me going through all my chemo, he was the one that was holding my hand, making me laugh, playing cards with me. He really stepped up and took care of me and our daughter. And I don't know if I ever thanked him.
I personally like to thank my husband. We had just been married 10 months when I got the diagnosis, and he stepped up like a champ. And when I was facing chemo, I was worried about my hair falling out, so I decided I was going to shave my head before it happened. And so one Saturday night after dinner, we decided that would be a different date night, is to go upstairs, and we both shaved our heads.
Hello, my name is Marjorie Douglas, and I was 56 years of age when I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in the 4th stage. I felt lost because I could not believe that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, because I had had annual mammograms since I was 35 years of age.
For me, the hardest part was telling other people, because seeing their expressions and kind of feeling what they were going through when they heard the diagnosis, I think was more difficult than actually experiencing it myself. Words of advice I would give other people who are diagnosed would be to trust your physicians. I think we have excellent medical care in the community and lots of gold standards of care but also to educate yourself if you're someone who wants to learn, because I think that combination of working together with your medical team is really important, and then just staying positive and asking people to help you, and if there's things that you feel that other people could do to help you.
I would say, first of all, hold on to God's unchanging hand. And secondly, I thank God for my family and friends, and surround yourself with your family and friends. If you have a spouse, surround yourself with love with your spouse, as well as your other family members and friends, because my spouse was beautiful, and he still is a staunch supporter of me and always there for me when I need to talk or when I have low points and high points, and my family and friends. So surround yourself with an environment of family and friends, and above all, give God the praise. Pray daily and talk to God about everything.
The experience helped me to live in the moment and appreciate every day.
My name is Nichole Handy. I was 18 when I was first diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer, and I was 19 when I was diagnosed again with stage 1 breast cancer in my other breast. Although I had been through previous cancers, I just never thought that I would have breast cancer. I knew what it came with, because my mother also had breast cancer. And as a teenager, I just didn't want to look like that. It was vanity at first, and then it was fear of the unknown. But eventually, I was able to realize the silver linings of the journey, and I embraced them. People in my life who have always stepped up, who've always been there. My friends, my family. There's always been someone to step up for me, to help me, whether it's taking me to the doctor, whether it's coming over just to sit and talk with me, someone sitting in the hospital with me. You realize the goodness in the people that you have around you, and that's my silver lining. My advice to any man or woman in our community regarding breast cancer is support and acceptance. Women who have faced breast cancer, whether they're 18 or 49, just need support. And that's the key. Just to know that that person is there for them through the thick and the thin, through the ugly and the pretty, that they should just be there. And I think that is the best advice that I could give.
My advice to all men and women is to make sure that you are having your annual mammograms. And if there's something that you see or feel that's suspicious, check it out. Don't let it go.
My name is Nichole Handy, and I am more than pink.
I am Patty, and I am more than pink.
My name is Sara, and I am more than pink.
My name is Tonya, and I am more than pink.
My name is Natalie Leas, and I am more than pink.
My name is Marjorie Douglas, and I am more than pink.
My name is Jill Attaway, and I am more than pink.
My name is Kim LeHew, and I am more than pink.
My name is LeeAnn, and I am more than pink.
My name is Lisa, and I am more than pink.